They say if you love what you're doing, it's not a job. I enjoy what I'm doing. I don't mind putting in the time. I think the tendency now is you spend a few years with one job and move on to something else, but I haven't done that. I've stayed here. I've enjoyed it. When I first came to work here, I was on what was considered to be central staff. The Legislative Council had a central staff and a committee staff. And so I was on the central staff drafting bills for senators and representatives. About 1980, I came down to work for a Senate committee. That's about the same time the leadership decided they wanted to split staffs. So being with the Senate committee, I went with the Senate staff. I had some really good mentors that helped me. With the Legislative Council, one of the senior guys would go over my drafts word by word. Be sitting next to him and him with a sharp pencil. Then I've just progressed on backing up various committees, and wherever we needed a hole to be filled, if a staff person was sick, you got to be able to move in there and get the subject matter familiarity and do what needs to be done with amendments and stuff.
I've known Tom Tyler since I started working for the legislature, which would have been 1991. He works well with everybody. He's very respected by staff. He's been involved in many projects, and he never tells anyone no. So if you need somebody to lead a certain training, Tom's going to be the first one that volunteers. When we had crises like when Katrina and Rita hit Louisiana, Tom was one of the ones that stepped up to try to help the Senate navigate that event, and also how do we get our state back together after all that devastation. When COVID came and we started to live in a world of social distancing, that makes it a little challenging for legislators because you're trying to meet with constituents, you're trying to have public hearings where public can participate, you have staff needs and senators' own needs, and Tom was instrumental in helping the Senate figure out a way to still conduct all the business that it needs to conduct.
I do not want to be identified with a particular position. I want to keep politics out of it. We're a nonpartisan staff, and I don't want to be held out as being somebody that, well, don't give it to him because he's against this issue or something. I don't really let him know what my feeling is on that. I try to keep politics out of it so that I can give them the best product that I can. Sometimes the bill I draft, the next day coming out of committee, I'll be on the Senate floor and another senator will come in and say, okay, I want to gut that bill and do this. So I give him the best shot I can and do the best work. It's a responsibility that you got to realize it's people looking up to you, whether or not you know it, particularly with the new Senate staff people. Some of our more experienced staff will come to me with a drafting problem. I can think back, we tried to do that 15 years ago, and this is how we did it. It's a fulfilling responsibility, and I take it seriously. I'd like to thank the people that I've worked with. They set good examples, they do good work, and I'm proud to work with them. I'm very honored to receive this award. They announced it when I was on the Senate floor. When I looked across the chamber and saw my family over there, then I knew that, they had made a lot of effort to bring them all in here. Just all the hours I put in during the past 48 years, the long nights working late, maybe comes to something good,